We're going to take over Washington, D.C. We're going to federalize it. We're going to have the toughest law enforcement in the country. We're not going to have any more crime, and it's going to look beautiful.
Officials in Washington, D.C. are eyeing the looming Republican trifecta with uncertainty, debating whether returning to a resistance mindset will be more effective than finding ways to work with President-elect Donald Trump. Republicans, led by Trump, criticized the district, a familiar talking point on the campaign trail.
This is what's happening in our great Washington, D.C.
In the last Congress, members of both the House and Senate introduced bills that would repeal home rule, which grants D.C. independence in governing its own affairs, justifying the move as necessary to get the city back on the right track. There is a growing sense of urgency among D.C.'s shadow officials, senators and representatives in Congress who don't have any voting power, that they need to have a plan to push for statehood in place for whenever Democrats return to power. I think the next 2 years, the focus is going to be on defending home rule, Shadow Senator Ankit Jain told the Washington Examiner. Many D.C. officials and advocates like Jain are convinced these promises will come to fruition or something they'll have to spend considerable time and resources fighting against, while other officials are hoping for a more collaborative relationship with Congress and the White House.
We know that we can work together with the Trump administration to live up to our shared promise, and that is to ensure that Washington, D.C. remains the best city in the world.
D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser has shown a friendlier face to Trump and the incoming Republican majorities than other deep blue areas of the country, while Governor Gavin Newsom is working to Trump-proof the state's progressive policies related to climate and healthcare. Bowser has said she prefers to work with the incoming administration if possible. Both Bowser and D.C. council members agree with Trump's promise to bring federal workers back to their offices downtown.
We welcome discussions with the incoming administration about the federal workforce.
Returning to working in person is a priority of Trump's new initiative, the Department of Government Efficiency, which will be led by Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. They've also threatened to reduce the size of the federal workplace as a whole.